Hey, beloveds. Hey, raindrops. Hey, raindrops. Hey, loves. Welcome back to my channel. This is Intentional Rain, LLC. I'm here to do another collective read, okay? I'm just going to pull on these energies, all right, as we are in the thick of it, okay? This spiritual war is front and center to the 3D eyes, okay? If you can read energy, and that's where you need to be, where you can see what's going on with your spiritual eye here, okay? Because a lot of things are taking place that only you can see and reveal, okay? Because the veil has been left the building, but the veil is thin, okay? Just by way of energies, okay? But really, in reality, the veil has been gone, okay? It's been thinning for the last few years with 2020 coming in here with the 19, okay? 19 may resonate, which adds to a 10, okay? So there were endings already at the forefront when the 19 hit, okay? So we're just going to pull on some energies here. This shift is really grounding for me, okay? Some of y'all are being more grounded in your energies here, okay? It's like you're at peace. You have peace that surpasses all understanding. For some of you here, you're just going with the flow of spirit at this time. Okay. So let's tap in, love bugs. I am not, let me do my disclaimer. I don't hold a title here, okay? I operate out of my birthright, which is my spiritual gifts, okay? Mainly the clairs, okay? I am a medium, okay? But I don't have to explain, okay? I'm out of explaining. Okay, some of you guys are out of explaining, okay? You're out of trying to get people to see who you really are here, okay? You're just letting things play out, contracts play out, okay? Situationships play out here. People, places, and things that are played out in your energy as you are moving and ascending here under this moon. Like I was about to say, this shift is really non-resistant for me. I'm not going and I'm not resisting my ascensions here. Some of y'all are going through major ascensions and downloads at this time as well, okay, with this energy here. You are closing out things for the permanent, okay, grand finale, okay. You are closing contracts permanently here at this time, okay. Someone wanted to conquer you here. So you got some people that was on this thing to conquer you, to bring you down, okay? To keep you from ascending here. But this is in reverse here, okay? It just did not work, okay? Some of these people really banked on you crumbling here, okay? They are imprisoned, okay? They tried to keep you in prison. Some of these people were selfish with your very energy and essence here, okay? There are some people here, different groups that came together, okay, in energies, okay, and you were the link, you were the common denominator for these different groups with the same mindsets here. So when I say different groups, that means you probably got some family members you had to close contracts and contacts. So some of you are blocked off, even walking away from certain family members here, okay? You are not being contacted and you are not doing any contacting, okay? Some of these for you are jobs you had to walk away from as well, is what I'm picking up. Okay. Conquest is here. Yeah, someone was in devilish energy here, okay? Like I said, they were very, this is a demonic cult here, okay? Or a group, like I said, different dynamics of their reasoning of being selfish with your energy. But operates the same here. Some of you guys were attacked on all sides. Brief affair is here. These people did not brace themselves for sudden endings here. Okay, some of these contracts were sweet. Okay, some were even bittersweet here. On the fact that you had to walk away to save yourself. For some of you to save your very life here. Like I said, these people had their own reasoning, and it's coming up very, very selfish in energy here. Dominance, okay? People wanted to play God in your life. For some of these people that you had to walk away from, they had a God complex. Okay, they wanted to play God in your life, but they were worshiping a lower God here. An entity. For some of you, an entity. Yeah, someone sold their soul to a devilish contract, to the devil. See, it came right back out. Yeah, some of these were devilish contracts you had to disconnect from. Like I said, with this spiritual war going on, warfare is here. Okay? There's some very, very demonic, devilish energies operating at this time here, and they are being exposed at this time as well. So whatever this energy is, like that Annabelle energy, okay, y'all have to understand the first Annabelle was Raggedy Ann and Andy. Okay, that was a grand voodoo doll itself, the company. Okay, the company that came up with Raggedy Ann and Andy back in the day, if you know, you know, and that means you're my age, and I'm telling my age as well, but the company that owned and making and creating Raggedy Ann and Andy bloodline goes back to voodoo practitioners, black magic. Okay, it's sort of the same energy as Chucky. Okay, Chucky is the modern day voodoo doll. They were putting it in your face all along. They were telling you what was going on all along. If you know how to read the Matrix, if you know, you know again. Okay? And I must say allegedly, okay? Everything I say is allegedly, okay? This is for entertainment purposes as well, okay? For the ones that are asleep. Okay, so we're gonna, some of y'all are letting sleeping dogs lie. Okay, you're gonna let these energies stay asleep. You don't have the time to babysit, to awaken when people are forcing themselves to stay asleep. Okay, so some of you dusted your feet off and kept it moving. All right, from these contracts here. Public image. Some people had a public image to gain here. A lot of facade wearing. Okay. Worried about how people looked at them and viewed them. But they're not taking a reflection, an inner going, an inner within of learning themselves here. Because they're so busy wanting to impress. Because their internal is depressing to face. And these are the people that don't want to go in, don't want to do any healing work. It hurts too much. It hurts to peel the layers off. You know how a scab heals? Okay. You pull it real fast. Sometimes it hurts, it bleeds. So it kind of hurts to go and peel layers off to heal here. Some of these people were very, very conceited and trying to pull on your energies here. They were very, very conceited with your energy, with your spirit. These are the type of energies that just don't know how to leave well enough alone until the well has ran dry here. And that's when they wake up and that's when they get it. It's like they have to have a lot of supplies around to feed, because they can't feed themselves spiritually to get them to where they will be nurturing, eating nurturing food of the spirit here. Fruit of the spirit and forbidden fruit. Some of y'all were forbidding fruit to try here with these energies. They didn't see that coming. Yeah. It was forbidding to try to pull on your energy or to try to spiritually attack you here. Neglectful. Neglect is here. They wasn't paying attention. They were so busy being selfish that they neglected themselves. So when they came against you, they neglected themselves. Like I said, you were a high supply, but the high supply meaning you were of the most high divine here. These people didn't think your worth was worth anything. And so you had to go within to pull your own worth out. You had to start being your own cheerleader here. You had no support with these contracts here. That's why you were divinely led to cut them. Because holding on to these contracts, you wasn't going to get anywhere but led down the wrong path. Pulled down and weighed down. Depressed. Okay. Depressed to spirit as well. I'm feeling somebody with this public image, someone wanted to do like some type of shame ritual, wanted you to be ashamed out in the open. They wanted you to be put on blast and like in front of an audience here. Someone here wanted to shame you in public, is what I'm getting. They wanted you to be embarrassed, to make it like to the outside, because this energy I'm speaking of, audience was outside. Okay, they had to appear one way outside of when they were connected with you. So someone was a hidden enemy in your connection. You were sleeping with the enemy here, devilish, neglect. Yeah, this person neglected the connection. There was a lot of neglect when you were connected with this person. This person even wanted you to choose them over your children here. They wanted you to neglect your children. Some of these energies made it like you were neglecting your children. I'm picking up CPS was called on you. Yeah, somebody in your energy was playing CPS games here. Like I said, they wanted to get you in front of an audience and do a shame ritual. Let's see why. Why shame ritual? Let me pull a tarot, you guys. Let me pull a tarot. I want to see what this, why is the shame ritual here. Yeah, this person is dragging. Like, I was just dragging, and now I got a burst of energy here. Yeah, this person wanted to bring endings to you. Death is here. They wanted to bring endings to your life here. They didn't know you were a Hierophant. Sent here. They didn't know you were signed and sealed by the Most High here. Hierophant is here. 513 may resonate. They didn't see this transformation about you as well. Some of y'all, when you went into your Hierophant, your isolation here, and started listening to your intuition, tapping in with Source here, tapping into your higher self here, okay? However you do your divinity, okay? You started on your healing journey here. And you were closed off. Yeah, some of y'all healing, you have to know your healing journey when you take it is yours and yours alone, okay? Because it needs to be you that face your inner you. All right? You had a rebirth. You brought death. You brought death to your ego, and you was rebirthed. Life and death is here. So you brought death to your ego, to your shadow side, to be rebirthed. You brought balance. You operate in light and dark. Yeah, because it was like this energy was very, very painful. It was painful. Like I said about that core, getting to the core of yourself. It was very, very painful when you went into your dark night of the soul here. To get on a new alignment, to get on a new path, which is your spiritual path. Your north path. Ooh-wee. I'm not going to make this long, y'all. I may get to the letters. I may not. I got to pull from Intentional Eye as well. Yeah, 6 of Wands is here. You started walking towards your victory and success. These people didn't want you to have a favorable outcome. And some of them are thinking that, why are you so favored? Or they are starting to see that you are being favored by a higher power here. Validation is not needed. So when you start going within, you start telling yourself you don't need validation. Okay? And this is possibly when you had your rebirth of going within and doing self-love. Because when you love on yourself first, that's when everything flows to you that belongs to you. When you started healing, you was telling yourself and the universe, as in manifesting what you want. The universe is always conspiring with you to bring you your heart's desires here. So yeah, you got a couple of flying monkeys that is looking at this, that is hearing word of this. Yeah, because when you went within, you got quiet. Your silence was golden. You said the only validation, you start telling yourself and operating, the only validation you need is source. Okay, I'm gonna pull a few more and I'm gonna go to intentional eye. See what's going on. See what's some of the blockages that you removed. It was removed divinely as well. For some of you here, when you went within. Okay, well, maybe it's finished. Six of Pentacles here. Yeah, you started. Okay, someone in your energy as well wanted to dry up your money and your finances here. That was part of a ritual as well. Okay. Someone came against your money here. Did some type of spell work towards your finances, your abundance here. Like I said, they wanted to take everything from you, strip you down to nothing here. For some type of social justice facade. Okay? So this energy thought it was justified in coming against you in your finances here. Because someone was brokenhearted, I believe. This is why this took place. Yeah, someone is very, very angry and upset that you left a connection. Yeah, contracts. You had to put an ending to contracts here. Some of you are experiencing ear ringing at this time as you ascend or going through your ascensions here. This is intentional eye. This is the portion where you're on your love bugs, your divine ones, your ancestors, your spiritual team come in and drop that they are around you, may drop something that highly resonates, okay? For you to let you know that they are surrounding you at this time, or something that will come in the form of clarity and confirmation of things that you are already feeling here, okay? I am only to be clarity and confirmation. That is it. That is all. All right? Intentional eye, pop out. Let's see some of these antics or what your ancestors want you to hear in depth, okay? Pop out, Spirit. Thank you. This energy, I don't know, it's calm for me. It's really calm for me. It's very interesting that I am so reserved. Because usually, you know, feelings of retrograde and things that happens with retrograde, you know, you may be getting a lot of exes popping up, appearing, okay, dream and physically, okay, with this energy. So you may be getting some pop-ups from these contracts that you walked away from. It has been years now. I had several visitors, okay, in my energy that I haven't heard from in years. Okay, a lot of exes may be appearing, or past contracts, situationships are coming in to test. Some of these people don't believe that you are upholding this energy. Some is trying to infiltrate to get you back on some type of timeline from the past that you had with them. Vicious. Yes, these people had vicious intent. I can't make it up. vicious intent. This that shame ritual that they wanted. Okay. Leave them to what they are used to, and this is what you did. You left this energy or these contracts in whatever energy they were in when you left them. Whatever they were stuck in, whatever narrative they were spinning, you left that. You left it to them, okay? Yeah, vicious intent. Your family member was going against you here. What I say about them family contracts? Some of y'all walked away from some family titles here. You closed the contact. You're not contacting, okay? And you are not being contacted. You left the ball, okay? You let the dice fall where they may, where it lays. Like I said earlier, isolation spells. Yeah, they wanted your money isolated, okay? They wanted your money to not reach you here, okay? They wanted money to be isolated from you obtaining here. And your spiritual team intervened here. So they are here, okay? Your spiritual team is here. This is what divinely led you. Okay, when you went within, it says thank your spiritual team. Okay, give gratitude. Because your spiritual team saw some things, heard some things, okay, that you wasn't in the room to hear. Grouped up efforts, like I said, that coven, okay. I'm also getting some type of secret society, you know. Is peeping in on you, okay? Especially the chosen ones, especially the ones that have channels here, okay? Because we're speaking out on the code. We're going against the machine, okay? Enabled to their comfortability of being toxic, okay? These people were enabled to do this grouped up effort. Like I said, the same spirits. They operated the same here. And they were comfortable with being toxic. This is their way of being here. But they wanted you to share an everlasting contract, even from the past, and even walking into your future of dysfunction, of toxicity here. Okay? Lust. Yeah, you know, some of y'all are, you know, empresses, divine empresses. So you're very beautiful. So you attracted, you know, a lot of attention here. And when you didn't know, you know, before you tapped into source, you didn't know the real power that you uphold and that you withheld in yourself here. Yeah. Lust. This is one of the contracts, okay? A deadly sin, a forbidden sin. Someone was lusting after your destiny. They were lusting after your beauty. They were lusting after your very essence here. They was lusting after your divine path here, okay? They wanted your spiritual gifts, okay? The Galactic Federation is surrounding you. The Galactic Federation blocked off your Akashic records from being seen to these lustful energies here. Okay? That's why you were told to go within. So you can take a clear assessment from the spiritual eye, okay? Of what was really going on. What spirits were really operating around you. Okay? Like I said, those blockages are being removed here. Okay? Yeah, very misogynist. This that one, okay, that can't let go of your energy here. A misogynist. when you were in the connection. This person was very misogynistic here. Okay? Read yourself what I say. I'm only supposed to be clarity and confirmation. You should be able to read yourself, meaning listening and following your intuition here. This says read yourself. Readers are only to be clarity and confirmation, as I am being confirmed. Okay? And as I just explained to you, beloveds, okay? That is new on your journeys, okay? Or that is getting readings done, all right? Because God is your only source. The Most High Divine is your only source here. Your God self is your source. Okay? So you wasn't going to be able to fill a void with looking for things outside of you. Okay? Someone is a chef here, okay? Or someone maybe getting some things catered. Alfredo, broccoli, salmon, okay? That is what you're thinking about for dinner. Are we past dinner hours? Or maybe had to prepare, okay? If you are a chef at companies here. Okay, fake smiles. These people wore fake smiles while they were trying to take you down. Now they are left in their memories here. The one you're not contacting, okay, that's on blocked off your path, your life path, okay, they are having memories here. And that's part of their karma. Yeah, calm before the storm. Calm before the storm. I'm getting you are calm within the storm. These people was not banking on that. These people were not banking on sudden endings to their plots and manipulation here. They tried to manipulate your energy, throwing spell work at you, okay? And you were calm. These people really thought that they were moving and shaking. They thought they were shaking shit and moving shit. And all along, you were just like, oh, okay. Letting things play out. You know? Watching them pull out their best artillery. And all along, your spiritual team was guiding you and surrounding you, putting up a fiery wall of protection around you. Okay? Like I said, guarding your success, your abundance. Okay? The spiritual power you hold brings on jealousy. These people were jealous. They were jealous of your life. They were jealous of your aura. Like I said, someone got a reading done before you tapped in to yourself here. They were getting readings done. They were checking your Akashic records. Okay? Now they are blocked off. They can't see shit. So now here's the spies and flies. Okay? You might be seeing nets in your home, you know, or flies. Okay? Monitoring spirits here. Again, those pop-ups. Somebody is a flying monkey in one of these contracts that keep popping up from the past. And see, they think you don't know this. Okay? So, some of y'all got some friends that is working with your karmic family members here. They are being used as the flying monkey. To peep in on you, to see what you're doing. See if they can hear anything. Okay? Someone has a twin here. This is my twin. This maybe been a twin flame connection that had to be divinely cord cutted out of your life here. Okay. They thought they had you figured out. What I say, I can't make it up. They thought they had you pegged. With trying to take you down and out of here, okay? My presence is a bless up, okay? So every time someone throws something at your picture or comment under your social media apps, bullshit, okay, they're just tagging themselves to a return to sender. Because you, like I said, you don't have time to stand here and babysit and woe is me and ask why you do this to me. You don't have time for that. You let the dice fall where they're made. So when you was rolling snake eyes, when someone's name appeared, okay, that's when you knew who the snakes was in your life here, okay? Your battery is low. You need to recharge. They were depleting your battery. They were depleting you from tapping in. Okay? They were draining your energy. And you went within, and that's when you got recharged. You started resting properly. You had to get for some of you, get your home back in balance, get your kids back in balance and in alignment. You had to heal yourself from toxic ways of being, because you have 3 little ones to live for, 4 little ones. I'm seeing 4 children. And a set of twins possibly for some of you. May have a set of twins here. Okay? You had to get back in balance too, twin. You're bringing balance back into your life path here. And it's stung that you had to cut off people that you value, that you held up, that you cheerleaded for, that you showed up and showed out for, that you helped along your path, even though you were in your shadow side. You still had a heart of gold even in your shadow side here. Someone's name is Layla and Lisa, or Lisa Stansfield, okay? Some of y'all are finna travel the world, okay? Lisa Stansfield, doesn't she sing, I've been around the world? Yeah. And someone is searching for you and I can't find my baby? Yeah. Someone is searching for you to reconnect. And you then went within, jumped timelines, okay? And now this person can't feel or see you, this misogynistic here that was in your life. They can't feel you, your energy. They're searching for your energy in other people as well. Okay? October. Someone's birthday may be in October, or this may be your birthday month. Okay? I'm going to see if I can pull a few letters, y'all. Real quick. Okay? Someone is peeping in now like, oh my God, she just exposed my black ass. Yeah, I did. There's a grand exposure going on, okay? The false narratives that was done and surrounded, okay? To consume you, a ring of lies here, okay? This was a warlock, Lord of the Rings, that painted an inferno around you, put you in the furnace. What's that story? Who was those? A Mendigo and all of them that was in the fiery furnace. And your divine loved ones, your archangels, your spiritual team came and you was not touched, but you were branded. You were repolished. Yeah, so some of y'all are in your Phoenix energy, rising out the ashes. Y'all, I didn't take the vowels out, so I'm going to just shuffle and take the vowels out, and then I'm going to go from here. I'm going to make this quick. I usually have my vows together, okay, and shuffle them different from this pile, you know, because vows make words. All right. So we want even wording. We want the wording to flow properly. I don't want to misguide, okay, with my wording. Via spirit and messages, okay? A-E-I-O-U-Y-S. Here we go, y'all. All right. Put them down, but let me shuffle this real quick. Let me put the vials down where spirit leads me to put them when I put the words, letters. This is where your ancestors may spill themselves out. Yeah, someone is crying over spilled milk here. Someone wants you to come back and drink this cup of spilled milk here. Poison. Some of these people only offered you poison cups here. Snake, venomous. Very vicious intent. Remember that. Yeah, very venomous. Okay, pop out. Ancestors, archangels. Pop out for your love bug. There's a W, a Z. It wanted to pop back in. Someone is snoozing. They slept on you here. Like I said, they didn't know you were signed by the Most High Divine. You were a gift to these people. And they only looked at the wrapper of you. But the gift was in the inside. So these people only judged you by the wrapper. They were looking for crystals. They were looking for, glitter and gold when you were just simple. Your power comes from within. Little was the big impact. Yeah. These people thought small of you. Really, you hold big energy. Someone here thinks they have big, deep energy as well. This is someone that thought their sex, their wand, was the end-all, be-all for you. They were saying you were driven by sex here. Some of them said you were a sex worker, honey. This is how you make your money, child. And you just sitting in here chilling, letting all these lies pile up that was being spent about you here. Yeah, this was a divine masculine that dropped the contract. Okay. DM. Okay, there were some activities going on in DMs. Okay, there's some DM messages that's going to be exposed as well. Okay. Yeah, someone's name is DD. D as in dog. Okay, someone is waiting on some results. Okay, probably some test results. DR is here, doctor. Someone needs to make a doctor visit here. Or X needs to make a doctor visit here. And some did. DID is here. Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with this doctor visit. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me get these letters together. Yeah, this person tried to create a void. VOID is here in your life here. Now they feel avoided. Your ancestor said, and okay. Someone is a Sagittarius here, or you may be a Sag. SAG is here. Or you operating out of your, you may have Sagittarius placement, so you're operating out of your Sag placement in your birth chart as well. I is, yeah. For some of you, IS is here. Okay, let's see what's going on. Is the doctor visit going to show, child? What's going on? Okay, someone had a visit at the doctor for a UKG. Is that what it is? UKG is here. Also, someone is having some type of gastric problems as well. GAS is here. Okay. Some gastrointestinal problems here. Very flagellant. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Someone likes the blues. ZZ Hill is here. Yeah. ZZ Hill. Okay. Let's get into it, y'all. Yeah, so like I said, this person, this ex here that is probably has some type of anxiety, needed a UKG done. Okay. Yeah, our ex is here. Someone needs a prescription for this gastrointestinal issue as well. Okay. They're trying to keep this quiet. ZIP is here. They're trying to zip their lips, keep their lips closed here. Or someone you had to walk away sent you some type of health magic here. Yeah, to harm you. HARM is here. Someone did some spell work against your health here and tried to hide. HIDE is here. They tried to hide this from you. They tried to keep it hidden. HIDDEN is here. Keep this info hidden here. Pi Funeral Home is here. Okay, someone may have transitioned or someone is transitioning out. I have Pi is here. Okay, that's a funeral home that's here where I reside. That's the name of the funeral home. Okay, Pi is here. Someone is transitioning out very soon. Yeah, your ancestors saying good riddance. RID is here. This is someone that came against your life that sent this health magic towards you. It was to cause a death to make it look like it was natural causes here. Whoa. This person has some type of point to prove. Okay, PROVE is here. Okay, this is that misogynist here. So this is some type of narc and empath dynamic here that's going on that you had to walk the fuck away from. This misogynist. Very dark energy. DARK is here. Very dark energy. This is this X. EX is here. X is here. So yes, triple on the X energy that wants to come in. Okay. Size, yeah. What I tell you, this person think they have big dick energy. They lied and said that you were addicted to their D here. Okay, SIZE is here. Okay. What is that group? Let me see. No, that's not UBK. But some information may be coming out about that group. Is it UBK or something like that? Some information is about to come up with them, with this jester, this circus of Diddy going on here. DIDY is here. Okay, so UBK, I think, is the group. Yeah, some information is about to come up about them as well. GAME is here. Yeah, games. This person played a lot of mind games with you here. A master manipulator is what I'm picking up. Okay. Okay, let me see. I don't want to make this long because I know I got to buy. They've been playing with my storage, my views, y'all. Okay. But it's no stopping me. Yeah, a person tried to hex your life here. HEX is here. This is your ex doing this shit. Dark magic, dark practitioner. I told you this misogynist had warlock energy. They deal in dark magic. MAGIC is here. That's that spell word. They said you did spell work. Some of them lied and said you were doing black magic on them. You were doing love spells on them. And all along, they were in the basement, in the room doing, gaslighter here. They were in the basement rooms doing magic on you. Candles and shit. Or paying for this word. PAY is here. PAID is here. Yeah, they pay practitioners to take you out of here. And they wanted to make it look natural. I can't. Your ancestors said now they want to hitchhike out of here. They want to hitchhike out of the state. Because they are being found out. HIKE is here. They're trying to hitch their asses up out of here from these towers and from the officials coming. They're trying to exit. EXIT is here. They're trying to exit. Okay? They're trying to make a grand exit. Stage left. When this is a stage they created for themselves. To be exposed. The jokes is on them, says your ancestor. SIKE is here. The joke's on them. They thought they had you pegged. Your ancestors are like, psych. They psyched themselves into believing that this shit will work. The contracts are none and void. Voided. VOIDED. The contracts are voided permanently here from these past contracts. Demonic contracts. Okay, someone's name is Mark here. I'm picking up Mark Zuckerberg. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Isn't that the Facebook creator? Mark Zuckerberg. I hope he's don't have nothing tied up into this Diddy shit. We never know, allegedly, okay? But I see into spirit. I some things I'm allowed to talk and some things I am led to not say. For the sake of my purpose. SAKE is here. Okay, for my protection. Okay, when I'm led to speak, spirit will lead me to speak. And this is how I was on my life, always. I always saw into the spirit. Like I said, this is birthrighted to me. But I also knew, and my grandmother also groomed me to know the spiritual rules as a child here. There were spiritual rules. I had to be groomed into my gifts. I had to be protected, okay? I had to feed off milk before I can eat the steak and potatoes. Now I know how to eat the meat and spit out the bones, spiritually and literally here, okay? My essence is like a gaze. G-A-Z-E is here. Someone is evil eyeing you here as well. Gazing. I think a Medusa energy. Someone is probably working with the deity Medusa, the Gorgon. So they did some dark work again. Gorgon. Okay. Medusa was a Gorgon. Someone is studying Greek mythology or have ties to mythical, okay, presences and beings here, okay. So I'm going to tap out, you guys. I will come back once this upload, okay? I see you babies at the next one. Stay easy.